Good morning and welcome to Melzworld Live. Today we have audio. Yesterday I went on a long rant about everything that had happened since we'd left, and my wife was kind enough to remind me that my audio wasn't working. And even though I had ChatGPT trying to help out, just I had already gone too far. I'd said too much, and we couldn't figure it out. And I last thing I wanted to do was be on the call or on the stream trying to troubleshoot. You know, the good news is this isn't like a paid show. Like I'm not paying for airtime. I'm not getting paid by a production company to do this. This was literally my daily log, so I could just bail, which is what I did. So I do apologize to anyone who was listening yesterday. And I just had to cut out because honestly, I just didn't need to deal with that. Now, moving on, let's kind of recap what happened that led up to yesterday. Cabo was an awesome trip. Cabo is always an awesome trip. We've had our share of resorts, all inclusives, Cancun, Cabo. I mean, we're very lucky. We've had a very lucky time, and I mean, some people would say blessed, but those people would work at Coastal Peril. But we are very fortunate, and we've been able to do fun things like go to Cabo, go to Cancun, we've been to Hawaii. And so, yeah, we've been very lucky to see what and feel those types of luxuries. And Cabo has always consistently been just a pleasure because of a couple things. It's proximity, ease, and cost. When you say that you're going to an all-inclusive in Cabo, you are overwhelmed with thoughts of just price and affording that level of luxury and all of that kind of assumptions to go with it. But, when you think about what the average family pays for when they go to like Hawaii, or sorry, when they go to like Disneyland, it's kind of ridiculous, right? Families will spend a Disneyland trip upwards of $2,000 to $3,000, and that's just going to Disney. A hotel room is probably $500 a night. They'll stay 1 or 2 nights, and then those tickets, if they're not annual pass holders, are gonna be upwards of $200-$300 for park hoppers. And don't get started with the food. Don't get started with the genie pass. And so people will go to Disneyland for 2 nights, and they'll drop $2,000 to $3,000 on a family of four, and nobody bats an eye. And it's not all inclusive. You have to pay for food. You have to pay for drinks. God forbid you can't get any alcohol, or at least you couldn't back then. At the time, you could only get alcohol at like the Star Wars land. So, cost, it's very cost prohibitive, but families will go. And that's just Disney, right? That isn't Hawaii. Some of these families end up spending $5,000 to $10,000 on family trips, and that includes flights and hotels and excursions. And we have always found our Cabo trips to be within the realm of $1,000 to $2,000, and that's 4 nights, 5 days, all you can eat, all you can drink, hotel staff. We bring 100 in tips, and that converts pretty well. It's always been about 19 to 20 pesos per American dollar. So, we bring tips, and then we shut the hell up. We enjoy 4 days, and we reset. And that reset is very important. I think a lot of people go on vacation and they're exhausted and they need a vacation from their vacation. We don't need that. The beaches are dangerous, like straight up. If you go to the ocean, it will suck you in, and you're done. The excursions are nice. There's like a pirate show. There's that arch. There are reasons to go outside of the resort, but really none compelling. Especially when we truly enjoy the value of the resort, which is it has a kids club, it has great places to eat, nice places to lounge. I mean, a swim up bar just means so much to me. It has so much value to me as a person. I enjoy people watching, and I enjoy nursing a banana infused beverage of some sort, be it a banana daiquiri, a banana strawberry margarita, be it a whatever it takes. I will sit there, sip. I will have a waterproof case on my phone, like a little waterproof baggie, and I'll just people watch. And it's really interesting because you will see every spectrum of drunk level at a pool bar. And it's very enjoyable to watch. And I'll just rotate sometimes, and I'll just, okay, well, there's that creepy old guy who's like trying to sneak into that pack of like the bachelorette party girls. There's the bros, just the strong bros who are, trying to dress like they are in a music video in a pool, and they're doing shots. There's the older couples from Canada. I think it's almost like a bingo board. You can always count on a Canadian couple or Canadian pack of friends. And they're there, and they're completely unhinged. They've shed their snow, and they've shed their responsibilities, and now they are burnt red and just knocking back drink after drink. So that's what I enjoy. So like I said, pool bars, swim up bars are great. Just lounging and relaxing. So yeah, anyways, the whole point of yesterday was I was just trying to explain that I brought cameras, I brought drones, I used none. Because going to Cabo isn't an odyssey. It's not a food investigation. The food at a resort, at worst, is comical. And at best is good. Like, it's good food. Like, it's solid. You're never going to match anything you get in the States or in Mexico as a resort, or even high luxury level restaurants. But it's good food. I mean, there was this one breakfast where they take a slice of white bread and they cook a piece of egg in the middle, right? I think you've seen it before. And I took 2 of those, and then I went to the section where they had bacon. I grabbed a bunch of bacon, and then I went to the section where they do salads, and I got lettuce, and I got tomatoes and mayonnaise, and I made myself a breakfast BLT, and it was amazing. And the one thing I did think about was, like, what if a chef went to a resort like that and looked at all the available pre-cooked ingredients? What could they make, right? What could they put together? Because that I thought was fascinating, just to be able to, you could kind of take a pancake from here and a sausage from there, and boom, you have a McGriddle. Or you could, you could find, one of the perfect examples is if you go to like an omelet station, right? But the omelet station is right next to a salad bar, and the salad bar has like cocktail shrimp. You could take the cocktail shrimp and mix it with the omelet bar, and boom, now you have, shrimp and omelets, right? Yeah, it's like a surf and turf. I think it'd be fun to kind of mix and match and see what you can make. Anyways, so yeah, that was yesterday. It was just us saying we reset. This is like our new year. We have kind of shed the bad habits that we've built up to this point, and by bad habits I mean it's just so easy to get lost in the dopamine hit that is YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. It's very alluring, and that little hit you get for every 15-20 seconds of watching something, it can really waste your entire time. And I mean, I think the reason why work is as successful when you're not in home, like the work in the office, is because you're not allowed to get on your phone. You're not allowed to go down YouTube rabbit holes. And I think that's really it. I think when people go, okay, well, we need you back in the office, it's a combination of micromanagers, a combination of real estate, and really there is a productivity vacuum you can get sucked into if you're not self-motivated. And if you are trapped in the endless cycle that is that kind of deep dive into YouTube and Reddit and TikTok, Instagram, I mean, you name it. Anyways, So yeah, it was nice to get separated from all that to come back, and because of that we were incredibly productive yesterday. We were able to do a lot of things. I was able to work on contacting the insurance company for the refrigerator. We were able to get some items moved into the attic. I put out a post for the garage sale this weekend. Yeah, so I mean, there was a lot of things that we were able to accomplish, and I want to keep going with that momentum. So let's go ahead and go through the list, and yeah, we'll see what's going on here. So for the house, yep, garage and garage sale. Freezer's losing its cool, and we went ahead and contacted insurance. Let's see, the lemonade stand. We're gonna call that the calamansi stand. And now we actually have a date for this, which is Saturday, February 21. Wait, what is today? 22? Today is the 19th, 22. February 22. There you go. At 8 a.m. Perfect. So we already contacted the garage sale, Calamansi. And the garage, we're going to clean the garage after garage sale, obviously. Okay, so good. Got a lot of good house updates. Health. So I have a concert that I have to perform at next month. No, April. And I haven't performed for like 7 years. So what I need to do is I need to get my cardio back up. And in order to get my cardio back up, I need to get outside and start doing more. So the goal is to do 30 minutes of walking every single day, and then up that to 45 minutes next week, and then up that to an hour, so that every hour I'm walking I'm getting out there for an hour, and then eventually to increase my heart rate, so that way that hour is more valuable as time goes on. By the time we get to April, should be able to perform. You know, if I'm lucky, I'll get 3 songs. I'm sharing a set with a bunch of other rappers, so I think they've given us 45 minutes to an hour for 3 different rappers. So if I can at least get 3 tracks in, that sets me up. So I'm good. Okay, auto. Yep, I submitted the information for the progressive refund. So now we wait. I think it says 21 days from when I submitted. And hopefully we can get a refund for the amount of money that was just sitting there being paid to a car that was stolen under my name. So that's going to be next. And now let's go look at the main projects. Oh, there we go. We just got the Cabo garage sale. Let's close that out. Complete it. So for Food Sleuths, honestly, I just have to record. And that's going to be the goal today, is to record the 2 episodes and edit them so that they're ready for video editing. So I'm going to dive right in and get that taken care of. So that covers Melzworld Odyssey, covers Food Sleuths. For my AI, I did finally put a short out last week. It's at 100 views, which isn't great, but it's not the worst. I need to put more shorts out. Really, I need to sit down with ChatGPT and come up with a good campaign strategy, and then get those loaded into Buffer, which is a time and scheduling based social media software, and just get those regular posts out so to promote those tracks. And that's really what it is. I know that there's other Rhymeflow things I could be doing, but right now that's kind of the case. Is just let's focus on the 2 videos. Let's get these AI album marketing posts out, and then we're good. 2025 bingo. Yep, the goal is to still continue to find a stable income. Do the garage sale. So we're going to knock out at least 2 of these items this weekend. Let's see. I want to reach 5,000, 100 subscribers. That's important. I got to do that version of One Punch Man. Yeah, I got to help Roman understand how to use his own OBS setup so he can record his own Let's Plays that he can store. Food Sleuth. Yes, I need to do a kitchen investigation and go through my backlog. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it. Really, we have the opportunity to knock off 2 items this weekend, as we prepare for the garage sale. So, all right, I think we hit it. I think we hit our 15-minute mark, and I appreciate everyone who has decided to come back And that's whoever it is on Twitch. If you're there, thank you for listening. And then of course to the YouTube concurrent viewer, which I'm going to put money on, is probably my wife. So thank you. We will see you tomorrow, and we now have all of our audio back. We're good to go. Hopefully I can get some updates on the two projects that I'm working on. Maybe, maybe I'm able to slip out a social media post. Really got to ramp up the production. Really got to ramp up the work and the work ethic, because the walls are closing in, right? Financially, the walls are closing in, and we have to fight it with productivity and creative income solutions. That's not like a trick way for me of saying criminal activities. We literally want to get creative, because the traditional work environment is toxic, just in general. And to foster creativity in a world where people are saying creativity is being squandered by AI, I highly disagree. I'm not going to go and post a YouTube video of why I disagree. The technology can be used for good. Slop will be made. People will make a lot of crappy things, but that doesn't mean that they already haven't been doing it without AI. Because the bar has been lowered for entry, it's going to allow a lot of people who never had the skills or capabilities to get into that zone and compete against people that are skilled, talented artists. And so what that's going to do is there will be a percentage of the people that don't have art skill who do have AI skill who are going to thrive. And there's going to be a lot of people who can't up their art game who are going to wash out. And I know one of the arguments I made was, a farmer used to physically plow his fields, and now he has a cow, or now he has a tractor. And the argument to that was, well, people don't want to work. People don't want to do the hard stuff. And therefore, that technology, that improvement and innovation is a helpful thing. When it comes to art, yes, artists do like making art. I get it. You're an actor, you act. You're a painter, you paint, right? You're an animator, you animate. And there are people that want to do other things but need an animation. There are people that want to do other things but need a writer. And so I think you're still giving entry points and accessibility and product efficiencies to people that are creatives, that need creative work in other spaces. As a musician, I've always needed cover art for my albums. I've always needed visualizers, and some of those I've figured out myself. But not everybody has the ability to stop the one thing that they're good at to learn something else. Well, why don't you pay them? Well, some people don't make any money, right? So can AI be used for crap and slop? Yes, absolutely, and it will be. There will be a million people that are going to use 11 Labs to make their voice so that they don't hear their horrific accent, or that they're a guy. There's going to be people that use AI like mouth dubbing so that matches their avatar with the script. There are going to be people that use the script in GPT. But they were still trying to do it in other methods, right? They were doing it before AI. Now they have this tool. This tool can be used for creativity. It can be used for efficiency. It can be used to help those who want to create other things that are outside of their wheelhouse. It is available to them. And to boycott or to poo-poo or to attack people that aren't big companies using it, you're dragging people down when you should be lifting them up. If you are an artist that draws or creates or whatever you do, you can find this tool to help you in other aspects. It doesn't have to be in art. And if people are creating art that through AI that's better than yours, that's a question of like, okay, well, what do you prefer? What do you want to do? Do you want to get more unique in your art, an identity that's more like that can't be replicated? I guarantee you, when you commission somebody to do art, you get a very specific design. You want a style. You want a stylistic, way of doing the art the way that the artist does it. And it's very hard, if not impossible, to get that style if you are unique. And it's hard, it's almost impossible to get AI to do it. Like, let me give you an example just to I know I'm running over, but I want to kind of share this. There's a video on YouTube called Discovery, and it's a video short of this little astronaut, tiny little astronaut, and he's floating through what looks like just a massive alien ancient structure. It's huge, huge, almost like thalassophobic, right? You're just like the so vastly large, and this little astronaut's so infinitesimally small, and he's floating quietly, or he's floating through this thing. It's maybe no longer than like 30 seconds or a minute, and the music is great. It's very ominous, very spacious, and very what's the word? It's there's a lot of solitude in the music. And I thought it's a very simple experiment. The guy who put it up said, I learned how to do this in Blender, which is a CGI software, and he made this little astronaut, and he wanted to kind of find that middle ground between like the largeness of Dune and the emptiness of space. And so I decided for fun I would try to make that in AI. And you can prompt it as much as you want. You can say very specific things, but ultimately what was created through AI through several generations is never going to touch the vision of the single vision that this other artist had. And that's the point. The point is AI can make cheap facsimiles right now, and that's fine. It's fine, because if you're not a Blender artist and you wanted to convey that image, you could try, and it would never be as good as what an artist wants to do. So, now, then there's the other school of people that want to make anime. And the problem, okay, I don't want to say problem. The thing with anime is a very specific style. It doesn't, it's almost very difficult to break the norm. So, a lot of artists who love to draw manga and anime, they're aiming for a standard. That's where they want to get to, and the standard is already facsimile, like it's already copied by AI. AI knows what a standard AI anime model looks like, and so those people are the ones that are probably the most upset about it. Is they spend time, they read books, they're trying to replicate a visual style that AI has figured out. But once again, it's the ability to do your own artistic voice, your own artistic style. That's the uniqueness of being an artist. You can learn the fundamentals, so you can learn about perspective and shading and color theory and all these kind of things and you go to school for that, and you learn the basics, and then you take the basics that you've learned and you improve. And you've created a voice, a style, an image that is a reflection of your personality, your experiences, and all that kind of stuff. But people want to go the short way. They want to get on their tablets and draw as close to da-dun-dun, or whatever the anime that they're into. And then they get upset when a system is free and some other kid who's never drew in their life makes a hot anime girl. Technology's out there, and you just have to figure out how it best serves you. And if you're going to be angry, don't put the people down that want to create. Get angry at the top. That's really where your fury that I don't see. People are not mad enough at the top. And I think maybe it's because they're scared of, or they think it's a worthless fight, or they think it doesn't go anywhere. It's easier to find the artist that's doing the AI and get mad at them. But that's who you have to be upset with. You have to be upset at the fact that OpenAI is mad at DeepSeek because DeepSeek stole OpenAI's data. When we all know all of those AI systems scraped everything anyways, right? So it's like they're upset they got stolen from when they stole everybody else's stuff. But we still pay. We pay our Amazons, we pay our OpenAIs, we pay our whatever, our memberships. don't get mad at the artist, the person that just wants to create something for themselves. Be mad at the larger systems. That's who you should be pointing your finger at. We've been told that the enemy is across the aisle. We've been told that the enemy is the person that is defrauding authenticity in art. We rally to fight each other. And what we really should be focusing on is the ones who have pointed us at each other. The ones who have fomented the anger and planted the seed of chaos and kept us all distracted with each other's anger. Because they're getting away with everything. And I'm not trying to be political. I mean, I'm trying to be political without being specific, right? This is a good time to be distracted with social media, food, video games, entertainment, right? You know, movies have us getting angry at each other because, we're mad at Marvel, we're mad at DC. Music has us arguing with each other over Grammys, beef with Kendrick Lamar and Drake, really, really good distractions. And you got to keep your eye on the ball because, oh, thanks, ad block. Look at that. Anyways, I appreciate you. Thanks for listening. Sorry I went off on that tangent. We'll see you tomorrow. I hope you have a great... Today is Wednesday. I think I have improv tonight. Hope you have a great Wednesday. We'll see you on Thursday. Thanks for going. Thanks for listening. This is Melzworld Live. So